What other characters are there's
Trash Steelman.
Yeah, that's the other big one.
Trash Steelman. Basically is like
Al Buzzport's uncle.
Yeah, it's like a weird connection where Trash Steelman is basically a actor, failed movie star.
Basically Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Parody.
Basically, like a mix. He's like a medley between like Sylvester Stallone and Steven Seagal, especially with the whole thing where like Steelman's first, because I think like I was thinking like Edge Steelman or something, and like he was playing originally it was supposed to be the Allegro series where it was like we came up with this thing where this character, another stupid like flip of the coin character thing where it's like named Master Quan, and I was like I just had in my mind just like some stupid thing where like
it's just
Master
Karate
Quan
Kid
says it's like basically the Karate Kid template over again. Yeah, the Allegro series is basically just Karate Kid all over again, where it's like Master Quan is supposed to be a teacher, and like Allegro's played by Ed Steelman is like he's like this young novice who's supposed to be like learning, getting over he's overcoming his impatience and his like his very Western thing, and then getting into that monkish mindset through Master Quan, and Master Quan just says all these like something to become like one, but one must become like water, like one must like yield to the currents of time and not be on the whims of like your emotions and like and then it was like yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Shut up.
He's just like kind of like, and then but before that there's like more of a kind of Sylvester Stallone thing that was like where Trash Steelman actually stars in like a softcore, like for maybe hardcore porn. Basically, he's just like, and he's like, I did it because I fucking hated it. I fucking hated the set. I hated working there. Hated the fucking fucking dumb director when they got charged. That was like some dumb like fucking low end.
And then he has to.
And then he's just, I had to do it. I did it for the money. I did it for the rent. I was literally paying. I had to do it.
And there's the thing where he's trying to track down every last bootleg copy of it to burn it and destroy the footage.
Yeah, he's like ashamed of it, just like the Meat Trisha thing, which I'll get to in a bit. But yeah, he's like Steelman is like very insecure, just very just like presents himself as if he's like some kind of alpha male guy, but he's always like, but he's like can't fucking. But it's just like this whole thing where he's like we just like everything's skewered through this like very just like over the top cartoonish thing where he's like he can't like so like instances in like the whole like Allegro thing where it's like the Allegro movie, it's like it's supposed to be him, getting over his fears, and it's supposed to be that, and it's just like the whole time he's like I don't get over any fucking fears. I don't care. I don't care about the movie. I hate the enemy. I
basically learns nothing.
I learned to be in the movie. Master Quan, the actor that played Master Quan, actually hate the guy that plays him.
Don't like that guy.
Yeah, there's like a thing where he's like on set. He's like, like Master Quan, like fucking
looking at me funny, dude. Don't look at me like that. I'm the star of this movie.
Like,
Shut up.
Racist. I'm actually I am Asian. It's like
I don't care.
No, you're fake Asian.
I don't know what. I don't know what you are. I don't care what you are.
I thought you like taped your eyes or something. Like he's very racist, very xenophobic. He's just like the wrong thing, misogynistic, everything.
Yeah.
He's just like total. And he's just like basically like there's moments where he's like yelling at him and he's like Master Quan, I think I fucking hate you, or like I don't know, where like he'll like do weird things where it's like Master Quan is dying or something and he's like, oh no, Master Quan, don't die, man, oh no, I just you're my hero, you're my peer, you're
and
my
then there's
role
moments
model.
where he's just don't die, you son of a bitch.
You're like, don't you die on me, you piece of shit.
He's like calls him a piece of shit.
Like it's like now he's just the antagonist.
Yeah, and then he's like shaking as everyone's like, stop, I'm dying.
And there's like
wake
different
up.
versions of that, which are like more hyper surreal, like body horror shit that we thought of, where it's like inspired mainly by these like awful TikTok things or like things where like or something where it's proposed that there's like one of us like literally said something like 160-year-old monk from Tibet is like his like final moments, and it's clearly just like it's like I don't know if it's easy to just say fake, but it also doesn't quite like I don't know, like it's I don't know if they're just doing it for clicks or whatever, or maybe if it is an old person and they're just not that old and they're just very like in here like weathered to the bone, just kind of like because that was like like fucking, but like that is like kind of like what, you know, like Master Quan is like, you know, basically like mummified, and he just like looks and he's like, he's just like, oh, Master Quan, you don't look so hot.
You need a glass of water or something? Like splash it in his face.
It's like one last thing.
He's like, come closer. He's like, fuck that. I'm not getting any closer. You look like you're about to explode.
I could put a hex on you. Like he all of a
Get
sudden.
away from me.
Yeah, he's like all of a sudden I think he turns religious some out of nowhere. He's like, put a hex on you. Get a fucking Catholic priest or something. I'll do Catholicism. I'll do it, and then I'll like.
You know what? I think I'll pick Catholicism.
Yeah, it's just like.
And then in Allegro, there was gonna be like him fighting various people, and then also
like
and then
sumo wrestler type
I think the general idea was that the sequel would have the fucking ghost of Master Quan show up and like haunt him almost.
There was supposed to be like a kind of like really childish kind of view of like martial arts, and like martial arts like you can use your mind to like lift things. You know, it's like meditation actually helps you like be able to like do, and that's what Master Quan is good at. You know,
so he did about like 10 seconds of meditation. Boring. Not interested.
Oh, it's like Master Quan or Allegro. You must be patient. You must read the whole entire guidebook from one head to the other in Taiwanese. And he's like,
that's not happening.
But
he just has no respect for the process at all,
yeah.
and it's like questionable how he even makes it to the end of the movie and like somehow defeats.
Because like the whole thing,
he didn't learn anything. Yeah. How is he defeating the big bad person that Master Quan's training him
whatsoever? In fact, if anything, it's like it's not an arc.
If anything, it's
actually
an
arc downward. It's
it's not a flat arc. It's like an inverted arc. Ever it gets worse. He gets dumber by the end of the movie.
Which, of course, very circuitous.
Of course, this is all questionable. Why anyone in the '80s would even make a movie like this or allow it? You know, like maybe Trash Steelman himself is just so awful to work with that he's like, no, I'm going to make script changes as we film it. It's like, please don't. That's a horrible idea. Like, so I rewrote the whole script last night, guys. This is really going to work. It's like, we're halfway through shooting. What have you done? Like, he butchers the movie.
Yeah. And
I think it would be better if my character didn't listen, didn't learn anything. Because if he learns anything, then that means he was like not learning things at the beginning, which means I'm stupid at the beginning. And my character has to know everything from the start.
Yeah, he has to be very smart. Wicked smart.
He can't have any faults. That doesn't make any sense. It's not good for my image as an actor.
Basically, yeah, like Master Quan is like supposed to be like also it's like at the same time Master Quan's own wisdom is like very questionable. It's like stuff like eat like a lion or like drink like a tiger and sleep like a lion. Tortoise.
And then also he maybe does that thing.
I'm really sure I get what you mean.
It's like the joke from Mystery Men where he just inverts.
Oh yeah.
He
it's
says
like,
something.
Don't ask what something could do for you, or just little cutesy things. Yeah.
Do this, but do that. It's just the inverse of the phrase. And then the sequel, the sequel is like Master Quan's Ghost, and then there was also the Dr. Destructor thing, and there's also like there's various movie series he was in, like Bridgman, where the Bridgman series is like an 80s, 90s, 2000s series. It just keeps going on. It's like Bridgman 13. It's just about
there's
him
like they're all
fighting on a
things.
bridge. It's always has to do with.
It's always like this really like just minimal like it's just like concept with nothing to it. It's just like, well, Bridgman, we kept pointing out that the first Bridgman that it was like we like something, and then it all comes up and it ends with the bridge like getting destroyed, and it's like, and then it's just at the end my character says, we gotta build another bridge. Cross that over the second Bridgman.
Oh shit! Here we go again. And then like at some points like Bridgman 17 or something, however many insane amount of movies there are.
Or like at one point like he like got sick of numbers. He's like F. Like screw having to like count. It's just like screw Bridgman 4. I'm gonna skip Bridgman 4 and go straight to 5.
He skips numbers, and then also I think that one of the ideas was like there's one of them has no bridges, and it's just like this time there's no bridges, as if that's like an exciting change to the formula. And then there's the Dr. Destructo thing.
Yeah, Dr. Destructo is basically a villain. Kind of a very kind of like mustache twirly cartoonish villain. Like
is he like a movie villain in one of the movies that Steelman's in, or is it like
I think he's supposed to be like in the Allegro series where he's like oh, my name is Dr. Destructo and I'm the evilest. I will destroy everything, the entire world. And like there's like instances where Steelman is like trying to. By the way, I think the name we came up with is supposed to be Edge Steelman at first. but then we like kind of kept butchering it. We're like, he became so trashy, and like he just kept. Like he just owned up to his own name, and he's like, I'm just gonna start calling myself Trash Steelman or something. He's like, Trash, and it turned into kind of like Trog.
And then there's like ancillary side things like the Tragenbach.
Yeah, it was like the great German monarchs
roller coaster disaster.
Yeah,
Trash Steelman has like a roller coaster themed after himself, where like 17 kids die in where it falls off the rails and the fucking nosedives into a solid frozen lake, blows up and kills like 16 kids,
innocent children,
and Trash
and he
Steelman
takes no fucking responsibility whatsoever.
Zero responsibility. Blames Chinese operators.
Yeah, he's like, it's actually the Chinese. There's a thread to the theory of Chinese people working against us or something with the mind.
They used body doubles. The children were fake.
That's why you can't it's a Chinese mind trick. I told them.
So Xi Jinping did 9/11. I mean, did Dragon Ball shit. And then there's the whole thing.
Well, they did 9/11 too.
They also did 9/11.
I guess. And he just like keeps going on. He's just like it's like I actually love those kids. They were mine. Yeah, and it turns into the R. Kelly thing where he's like, I just have too much love to give. You're killing me with this man.
People keep betraying me, and I keep forgiving them. And at some point, Trash, what was it? He explains how, like, when I found out those kids had died, I could barely finish my lunch. But I did finish my lunch. It was actually delicious. So they had the blueberry waffles, but so he explains what he had, and it was so good. Actually, I'd highly recommend the restaurant I went to because he doesn't care at all. So yeah, that's and then the Dr. Instructor, there's like the sex tape thing, which I still don't fully understand what that was about.
Yeah, I think it was just an excuse to like kind of like introduce a sex tape of some kind, because it's just how ridiculous those kind of storylines are with like celebrities, like feuds, and it's like,
and with that
or stuff where it's like Scott Stapp is a good example from Creed. Remember that one where he's like gets involved in Kid Rock, and Kid Rock was the one who filmed it or something, and then he basically was like angry at Kid Rock for releasing it, or not releasing it, but giving it to somebody who did release it or something. And he's like, and then Kid Rock is like being like, I don't even care, because like Kid Rock is like just owned up to it or whatever, and just was like, yeah, of course I'm trash, I'm degenerate, whatever. And he just, he's like, we had groupies on that bus, whatever. And then like Scott Stapp is like all kind of like portrayed as being kind of whiny or whatever, which I don't know to what extent that was true, but like it's just a thing where like, you didn't have to film it, you didn't have to make it, you didn't have to release it. It's just like things like that, or disaster situations where it's just like shit, somebody left the camera on or something, or like when Dusty with the flirty, or I'm sorry, the Al Busbar with the Flirty 2 thing where he's like, it's like you never know what 30.2 movie is, or flirty.
Yeah, Al Busbar, in keeping in line with Trash Steelman, goes to the ends of the damn earth trying to hunt down the Dr. Instructor sex tape, to burn the last copy.
Just like the Meet Trisha thing, where it's just basically
Meet Trisha. Yeah, how many tapes are there that Trash Steelman's trying to hunt down and destroy?
And it's like that's his own character arc.
It's like whack-a-mole.
He does have a character arc where he's like going to the ends of the earth, and he's like like very bearded, and he's like grown wiser, and he's
to find the last bootleg copy in South America of Meet Trisha, which is a movie where Trash Steelman plays a woman. Plays a woman, and it's like, it's a cursed movie that he is ashamed of and never wants anyone to watch. But then Al Busbar has the Flirty 2 thing, where it's like this unknown .mp4 video file.
You don't even know what it is. It's just like floating around. And like only the first, it's like the whole like frazzle drip thing. It's like only like the first like few seconds in like a thumbnail.
Purported
and it just shows like Al Busbar like, let's get this thing. He's like, Dusty, I just want to make this sexy video.
And then the footage.
I want to turn you on.
And then the footage. And what did you do with that video? Why did you call it 32?
No, he's like, I don't remember.
And then
that was
Trash
a very low point in my life.
And then Trash Steelman has to prove in court that he's not gay. It's like, here's definitive proof that I'm not gay, which is like, how would you even falsify that? Like, how would you prove?
I'm not gay because I was married. I am married to my Asian lady.
Well, technically we're separated.
My submissive wife that takes everything I say at face value.
My submissive Taiwanese Vietnamese wife.
Just like Steven Seagal.
And so the tape, and then meet Trisha and the Dr. Destructive thing.
And like a weird thing too, it's like I just came up with this is probably like just like never ending, but he's just like it's trash Steelman's like actually the stuff that I said on the set of this thing about me being racist can't be true because I'm actually part black. You know what I mean? It's like I'm actually 1/100th something.
I'm 0.00004%. Yeah, and Cherokee, throw that in there too.
Yeah.
Part Cherokee, part black.
So that other movie I made about like the Trail of Tears, where it's like basically it's like me.
And there's like a whole Me Too storyline with Trash Steelman where he has like just a long trail.
Yeah, just a long thing of
women
him like of basically like him just like classic, just like exposing him like, and then he exposed himself and it's like he just pulled out his pants and he's like,
basically every movie he exposed himself to some female actress in the movie. It's definitely not true, never happened. My lawyer, and then footage comes out. I want to apologize because
just changes the narrative.
Yeah, he like has